Hello traders, welcome to your technical market update for Friday the 13th. It is too, very unlucky. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what the market holds. So here we are, the market has bounced. As I mentioned in the fundamental video, we did have a US dollar pullback due to the retail sales. So with price action severely bounced after it was really underweight here for the New Zealand versus the US due to the Australian poor figures, and we had a bounce, and now we are moving our way back up to test historical resistance levels. This flat top was definitely intact until last night. We had a spike above it and we're hovering around that region. I do expect that the short-lived US dollar pullback will fade away, and we will see this trend eventually resume lower. Right now we've had to be patient a few times as we had a spike here from China data, and then we had some more weak data come in, and then we had another boost from a pullback of US dollar. So it's been an ongoing saga of a consolidation where the market's just not letting it fall due to outside influences. However, I'm sure that'll come to an end at some point. So looking for some resistance in this area and possibly a move back down into the lower regions. Definitely not going to break out and continue lower in a massive trend tonight. Next week on Monday is a public holiday, so I don't expect anything massive to happen over the next two trading sessions. So maybe do some scalping, pick up a few pips where you can. The Australian dollar, also another candidate for, you could say, a double bottom here. We had that consolidation and it kept pointing to some downward momentum, and if I go to the 4-hour chart, it's probably a bit clearer. And then we had a breakout, we had some weak data, and then we just had this bounce from this US dollar pullback, and the old support wasn't even resistance for it. The resistance is now the trend line going back from January a month ago. So the month-long trend that it keeps bouncing off, 78 cents is a resistance level. We could get rejected here. We can now ignore this, and we can basically say that 78 cents is resistance, and then above that we've got 78.5. I think we will see resistance here, and the market could just fade away down into this region here tonight. I have to keep an eye on it. Now for the trend to continue, really this double bottom needs to be broken before we can say that the momentum's going to get back into shorting the Australian dollar. Fundamentally, there's no reason why the Australian dollar should be where it is, and I'm sure the fundamentals will catch up with the price action. It's just unfortunate that the retail sales was twice as bad as expected, and everybody started taking profit on the US dollar. And it was widely received. As I mentioned, the UK inflation report was bullish. Jump on to the fundamental for more details on that. And I do expect this theme now to potentially push the pound back up into the 156 range. So we will see momentum continue being bullish for the pound, because fundamentally there's no reason for everybody not to be investing into the UK economy. And we now have significant support down here at $1.52, and we have a short-term bottom. So now we have a higher swing low and a higher swing high. So we are technically in an uptrend now on the Great British Pound on the daily. So only looking for bullish strength in the UK economy. Whether there's a trade there tonight is yet to be seen. We could just get a bit of a pullback tonight before we head higher. We'll have to wait and see what momentum brings. I don't have any massive trading opportunities in that one either, I'm afraid. Still in the consolidation range for the euro. Yes, I've reduced my consolidation. It actually did get a boost due to the US dollar profit taking, all currencies. It was just a widespread US dollar profit taking due to the retail sales. And also we had a little bit of relief in Europe due to the ceasefire with Ukraine and Russia. We could get it to come up and test this area, but no major breakout. They've stopped the negotiations. They meet again Monday. I don't see anything major happening or anything of value there. So I don't see any trading in the euro at all. If we have a look at the CAD, it came off because we had oil bounce due to the ceasefire and also due to the US dollar profit taking. So it's now looking like it could continue to come and test this region. But for whatever it's above, I still think the US dollar strength will come into play. I'm not sure how much further oil will bounce. That's going to depend on how much conviction the market is in this ceasefire. We've had many ceasefires and they haven't lasted real long, so the market may be impatient and getting sick of hearing these stories. The US dollar JAP, as you can see, a massive taking profit after this nice breakout that we traded on the US dollar. We did take profit on that trade. It was a good trade. We got in here and we're all the way back to our entry. So I'm glad that we ratcheted up the stop losses and we took 140 pips all up, both from our first half and second half of the trade. So all in all, it was good. And now I think that we are going to find support in this area again. I do believe the US dollar strength story. I'm going to wait until the market tells me that we have got support before I initiate another buy signal here to take the next move higher. So we'll just keep and remain patient for that for the US dollar. Well, that's about all I have leading into the weekend. I don't have too many trading opportunities. I think it's going to be quiet. I think if we remain patient, go into the weekend, it's going to be a quiet session on Monday. I'll do a quick video on updating you on anything that's happened between now and then. And hopefully Tuesday and Wednesday we can get some trading opportunities. So until then, trade well, have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week.